What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement. We are back here live in the basement. And tonight we're bringing you the Boston Celtics in the Garden against the New York Knicks tonight. Knicks coming in 4-4, just off a win. Back-to-back games. They're looking for a back-to-back sweep tonight, meaning that won yesterday, we're going for a win today. That's what it is. If you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 1,000 subs. We're more than halfway. We're way more than halfway there. We're almost, I don't know, 125 away, something like that. Anyway, that's where we are right now. The Knicks are coming in. They just beat the Sixers 106-104 in a bit of a struggle. And sadly enough, there was no Harden and no Embiid, and the Knicks still struggled to beat a team missing two of the star players and two of the better players in the game. A win's a win, and that's all that matters. The Knicks are 4-4 now. They stopped their three-game losing streak. That's what matters right now. Boston just won themselves, so they're coming in tonight. Tibbs is tinkering with the lineup a little bit. So tonight we got Brunson starting. You got a point guard. You got Reddish at the 2, Barrett, Randall, and Hartenstein because Mitchell Robinson is out. I don't know the full injury on him. Some with his knee. And Blake Griffin, by the way, for all that didn't know, Blake Griffin is on the Celtics. And there he is, but Cam Reddish is getting the start at the 2 guard tonight. So that's going to be interesting. And last night, Quentin Grimes got the start. And this is they're both starting at the 2 guard over Fournier, who hasn't started now. This will be the second game in a row he did not start. Grimes last night came in. He played about 15 minutes. He had 2 points, 1 assist, 1 board. That's it. So he wasn't going to get another start tonight. He was given the chance last night. Tibbs is tinkering with the lineup. And he kept tinkering with it last night. He kept tinkering with it to the point that they had to actually start Robinson. Now, in place of Robinson, they started Toppin along with Randall, and those guys were killing it. They're a plus 14 when they're on the court together. So it was actually a really good start for them last night. You know, if Tibbs didn't keep tinkering with the lineup, they may not have won that game. I don't know. He's got to keep trying with this lineup because he's got to be on the hot seat. He's got to be on the hot seat himself this season, but not fired yet. You don't fire Steve Nash is one thing. He was a brand new coach, but you don't fire Tibbs. Like, you're going to fire Tibbs, you do that right after last season. You don't, because you know what you got with the guy. You know he's a veteran coach. You know he's stuck in his old school ways. He is trying some different things, but if you're going to fire a veteran coach like that, you do that at the end of the season. You don't do it 6-8 games into the season. You wait a little bit because who are you going to replace him with? Game is just getting set off right now. Yankee Kyle, first cellar dweller accounted for. Yankee Kyle's in the basement. What's going on, Yankee Kyle? Good evening to you too, brother. Manav's in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Manav, hey, Johnny, enjoy the game tomorrow. I will, Manav. The Jets are going to lose, but they're not going to lose badly. I responded to your comment, Manav. Take a look at it, man. Pessable, another cellar dweller accounted for. Pessable's in the basement. You see Rocco back there? He's got his Knicks jersey on. The basement mascot, Rocco, he's got his Knicks jersey. He's ready to go. We're ready to get this tonight. We're ready to get this. Yep. More. Hey, Mikhailov, another cellar dweller accounted for. Mikhailov's in the basement. What's going on, brother? Good morning to you in Australia. All right, so the Knicks now are down 6-0 right off the bat. Manav, take the picture down, Johnny, because we can see the TV reflection. Good call, Manav. Good call. I'm going to do that right now. Good, Kyle. I'm glad you're doing well, brother. Glad you're doing well. Good call, Manav. Thank you. You're right. That could just be something. We don't need that. I need to keep live streaming. We don't need that. So that's very good, man. Thank you for the heads up. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. We'll keep it rolling. Barrett tries a 3. He missed it. Now I want to see Jericho Sims get some play tonight. I want to see the kid get in there and get some play. And he should be allowed to. I mean, if you're going to have Robinson now, let's try out some of these younger guys, man. Let's try out some of our young guys, which is a thing Tibbs doesn't do very often. Again, he's an old school coach, stuck in some old school ways. We want him to start. Well, now he's doing it. He started Cam Reddish at the 2 guard. That's a big difference for him, man. And Grimes yesterday. Get Jericho Sims. I want to see Sims in here tonight. See a lot of Obi Toppin. That guy's killing it as well. Brunson for 3. Missed it. This is the way the game started last night. This is the way the game started last night. A whole lot of misses on threes. Mikhailov, that picture has been there for a long time with reflection. YouTube won't do anything. I know it has been there for a long time, Mikhailov, and this has been put in my head a couple of times, man. I think by now something would have been said. There you go. Randall with the follow through, 6-2. I know, Mikhailov, it really shouldn't matter. I've been live streaming for months now, and no one's ever said a word, but now it's getting put in my head by people. Maybe somebody else that happened to. I don't know. I don't know how this has all come about. Passable lingerie video is a class. I know that was dude, that video was, these women are nuts. Bro, those women in the lingerie football are crazy. They all look great and they all can knock your head off, man, and fight. You see them fighting in there? Holy crap. Holy crap. It's age restricted, so I don't expect a lot of views on it right off the bat because you got to be signed into your account or something like that. I don't know. But other people have reviewed the same thing, and people I know that have reviewed it say it takes a little while for the views to get going, but they'll get going. How can they not, man? What a great idea that was. Come on, Barrett, get in there. Barrett missed a layup. What is good? The Celtics have Blake Griffin actually starting tonight. Manav, yep, laundry video was great. Football, yep. It was very interesting. And it was only like a 2.5-minute video. But it was cool. Knicks are getting killed from the three-point lane, man. The Celtics, this was going on last night. There was no defense. They're always leaving somebody open. I mean, the Knicks are down 15-5, and the Celtics are hitting threes left and right. This is the problem with the Knicks. Jalen Brunson was a great pickup. They finally got a solid point guard, but he wasn't the absolute beast. And, the Knicks make a move, and then they expect the team to be okay now. No, you need that out. Brunson is great to have on this team. He is a true point guard, which we didn't have. We were running the team through Randall and through RJ last year. So now we have a true point guard. Brunson can shoot. He can guide the team. He can quarterback the team. But we need that alpha shooter, the guy that's going to take over the game when we need to take it over, the guy that can hit the three-pointers. We need a consistent three-point shooter. I really think the Knicks believed when they got Eric Fournier last year that he was going to be that guy. He's not that guy. He's not. So we need that guy that's going to take over a game, and that's what we're missing. And no, I don't believe they should have gave up a lot of youth to get Donovan Mitchell. He would have came here, we would have been missing a lot of youth, and then what are we working with? That's old school Knicks. It's old school Knicks. If you're new in the basement, subscribe, don't notice like button. Manav, yeah, the football, it was great. I said it was funny, it was fun. I got up this morning and I just did it. I was like, let me just do this one. I got the whole list of you guys' information here. All the information you guys gave me. So you guys gave me a lot of good ideas to do videos on, man. I much appreciate it. Much appreciated. Jay Tucker, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button, and shake my head. That's true. Heck yeah, man. It's true. 100%. The Knicks need an alpha player. They need that guy who's going to take the game over. That's the problem with the Knicks. They got Julius Randle a couple of years ago. The guy's been playing the best basketball on the Knicks anyway. And then the Knicks are like, wow, this guy can take over a game. No. Like my real issue with Randle is that he forces things too much when you still have a lot of time on the clock. He forces a lot of plays. I like the guy. I think he does very well. I just think that the Knicks expected to run the whole thing through him, and he was going to take over all these games. And we saw what happened in the 5-game loss to the Atlanta Hawks a couple of years ago. Randall pushed it because they believed they were expecting him to be the guy. I think the Knicks have also made the mistake last year, why we didn't make the playoffs, is they were expecting D Rose to be like 2011, 2012 D Rose. They're waiting for him to come off injury like, he's going to be the savior. Dude, he is what he is right now. A great complimentary six-man that comes off the bench. He shouldn't be the guy you expect to save the team. D Rose is that veteran leadership, outstanding player, Hall of Fame career ruined by knee surgeries. Even with LeBron and Kobe in the league in 2011, 2012, D Rose was the man then. D Rose was the man, and nobody even questioned it. But the Knicks get hung up on one player here or there, and then they don't add on. They don't add on along with that player. So now we got Brunson, and we filled the point guard position. We did. Was he the greatest option out there? The number one? No. But he's great enough compared to what we were running at point guard. That's my whole point of all of this. So anyway, we're back up. It's 15-5, 8-11 left in the first quarter and counting. Jay, we getting smacked already. Yes, sir. Already did, bro. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I feel like certain people don't want to be with us no more. Amen. We're not playing like a team no more. Amen. IQ is done. Yep. Rose is trying with the time he got. Amen. I like D Rose, man. I'm a big D Rose fan. I love that he's on the team. I think the Knicks got too hung up as if he's D Rose from 10 years ago. I mean, what a great veteran bench player to have, Derrick Rose, coming into the game. But the Knicks are that's Thibodeau. That's Tibbs. Tibbs relies on his old veterans to run the show. Look at Taj Gibson last year. He probably left the team this year because he got run into the ground last year, and he played for Tibbs, not only on the Bulls, but also on the Wolves. So they know him. Manav, great jersey, Johnny. He lost to the Bulls and Michael Jordan. Well, I think everybody did in that era, Manav. Is that supposed to be a knock that Ewing and the Knicks couldn't beat Michael Jordan and the Bulls? You know why? Same reason I was just talking about now. They didn't have that shooter. And John Starks was not that guy. John Starks was not the guy to count on in pressure situations. He was not the guy to count on to get that big winning shot, as we saw in Game 7 against the Rockets. And then again, Starks could easily be talking out of his game. Reggie Miller was all up inside Starks' head. But that's the Knicks. The Knicks find one guy that can shoot. Boom, we're going to run it through them. So I was not a John Starks fan because I think he failed under pressure too much. He did. So but losing Ewing and then losing to Jordan, that's like, I don't know, was that a shot? Should they have beaten Jordan and the Bulls? Joe Expo, another cellar dweller accounted for. Joe's in the basement. What's going on, Joe? Go Knicks. Amen. Go. Come on, Barrett, get down there. All right, guys, we're on a 7-0 run. 7-0 run. 7-0 run right now. Come on, Knicks. 7-0 run. Let's go. All right, they missed again. We're on a 7-0 run. We got the ball. Brunson bringing it up court. Let's go. Dump back to Randall. Puts up a three. Boom. Boom. The Knicks have tied it. 10-0 run. 10-0 run. 10-0 run. Yes. That's what we're looking for, guys, right there. That's what we're looking for. Great pass back by Brunson. Top of the key, man. Randall, hit that three. Let's go. That's right, Pessible. Let's go. Let's go. Amen. I will be at that Bills-Jets game tomorrow, by the way, guys. I will be there. That's going to be an interesting game to be at. Zach Wilson, we're at commercial right now. That's why I'm switching up off the Knicks. Zach Wilson is going to hear a rain of boos tomorrow. Now look, Jet fans, diehard Jet fans are realistic. We expect a hard-fought, competitive game tomorrow for once. We know we're not beating the Bills unless something way bizarre happens. We're really not beating them. I don't expect to beat them. I expect the Jets to be competitive. But if Zach Wilson does anything like he did against the Patriots, the boos are going to come down, and they're going to come down hardcore on that kid. They are going to come down hardcore on him. We have the team. So I have family that lives in Boston and are Patriot fans, and even they admitted that the Jets look like they have a pretty good team. And the one thing that they see that's holding them back, the Jets, is who? Zach. And they're right. They're right. And they're Patriot fans. They hate the Jets. They hate everything New York. It's the first time they actually ever said in years that the Jets look like they actually have fielded a pretty good team. Breece Hall getting hurt. Breece Hall getting hurt has exposed Zach Wilson to who he is, an inconsistent game manager. They hid Zach behind Breece Hall's great running attack and the Jets' great defense. Quinnen Williams has 6 sacks. They had 2 picks last week against Mac Jones, even though one got called back. Thank you, John Franklin Myers, for the late hit on him, which it was a late hit. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But if Zach looks like he's been looking, he's going to hear it. That's it. He's going to hear it. That's all I can say. What do we got here? Jay, what do you think is going on with the team? And facts, that's all we really want. Yeah, Peswell is the only time I have to go against. Everybody in my subs and my chats are all Bills Mafia. Yep, you guys all got to go against me tomorrow. It's okay. Jay, what do you think is going on with the team? The Knicks and facts, that's all we really want. Yeah, I think what's going on with the Knicks is they're going for and I'm not just saying just this year. I'm saying over the course of time, they go for that one player that's going to be the big hitter. The one player. And when they find a guy, like I was just talking about, like a Julius Randle, guy who was big reason why we made the playoffs in 2020. Tom Thibodeau was as well, because he always starts out great with new teams, from the Bulls to the Wolves to the Knicks now. The defense was better. They played hard. But when they see one guy, they don't go for 2 and 3 guys in an offseason or a trade deadline that can help. The Knicks have not had that pure knockdown shooter. And that's what the problem with the team is. I think Thibodeau and the Knicks are a little behind today's basketball. I think that these guys are not a running team. They don't have the 3-point shooting that's required in today's game. I love Mitchell Robinson. He's an old school center. He doesn't shoot threes. And it's sad to say that we need these guys hitting threes. The Knicks have more of a traditional type team that would work well in the 80s and 90s than they have for today's game. I think they're a step behind, Jay. I think the Knicks are a step behind in today's game. They're not a running team. They're more of a defensive team. And it's obvious because Tibbs said this year we're going to be doing a lot more running, a lot more 3-point shooting, and they are doing more 3-point shooting. They're just not hitting the 3-pointers. They're not hitting them. And it's because they don't have that guy. They don't have that guy. I don't feel they should have traded away the youth for Donovan Mitchell, saying all of that. I don't. Mitchell's a great player. I don't think he's a top 5 player in the league, though. And that's what they wanted, top 5 type players in the trade. R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, a couple of draft picks, Obi Toppin, or Quickly or Grimes. I'm not giving up all that for Mitchell. No way. So I think that's what's going on, man. Mikhailov, Charles Oakley was a great Nick. You better believe it. And he's right there. He's sitting right there, Mr. Oakley. One of my favorite Knicks of all time. Lockport, another cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the base. What's happening, brother? What's going on, man? All right, so the Knicks tied up the game on a 10-0 run. Felt that should be enough. And they're down 20-17 now. 20-17. I want to see Jericho Sims get in there. I think the Knicks have a lot of great. Go ahead. Quickly. Boom. All right, we're only down by a point. 3:50 left in the first and counting. Here comes our basement mascot. Rocco, say what's up to the dwellers. What's up, dwellers? Rocco got his Knicks jersey on today. That's right. #1 mascot. That's it. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun in the basement. Mikhailov, yeah, not as much as I used to, but need a big bash game every year. Oh, you got to talk about cricket. Okay. Josiah Hodgson, welcome into the basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. And yes, You can stay in for being a Celtics fan. It's okay. I'm a New York Jets fan, and everybody in this chat, maybe besides you and a couple others, everybody else in here is Bills Mafia. They're all Buffalo Bills fans and Buffalo Sabres fans. I'm a Ranger fan. So this is already a bring your own, instead of bring your own beer, this chat room in the basement, you bring your own team. Bring your own team. You show up in the basement, but you bring your own team. And that's what we're doing here. Bring your own team. So you're fine, brother. Just do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the bell notice, like, continue on in the chat. Josiah, we appreciate it, man, and thank you. Mikhailov, you're an Indian support, was it? Oh, the Indian cricket. I wrote that down, Manav. I'm going to check that out. Pessable, no, everyone has their own teams, right? Yes, I'm originally from India. Okay, Jay. Cmon D is crazy. I love that they're playing Cam Reddish, Jay. I love that they're playing Cam Reddish a lot, man. They should. They got him last year. They hardly played him. How do you get Cam Reddish, who played with Barrett and Zion for that matter, but for speaking of the Knicks, he played with Barrett at Duke, so why not play them together? They didn't play Reddish hardly at all last year, and he was begging for a trade. Who could blame him? Who could blame him for that? Nobody. So now they're playing him this year, and he's a starting two-guard tonight. I love it, and his D is crazy, Jay. Good point, man. Good point. Love it. Oh, Lockport. Patriots fan. Now you're pushing it, Josiah. Now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing it. Josiah is a Patriot fan. And it was one thing when you said you were a Celtic fan, but now you're a Patriot fan. That's okay, dude. You can still stay. I live stream Yankee games. I'm a Yankee fan. I get Red Sox and Met fans. I get everybody in here. It's all good, brother. You're fine. Thank you. I don't know why Tibbs hate him so much. Jay, I don't know why either. Why does Tibbs hate all the young players? Why is Jericho Sims? Mitchell Robinson is out. Why is Jericho Sims not on the court more? Why is Hartenstein out there? Hartenstein came to the league in 2017 or 2018, and I believe the Knicks is his fourth team already. So why would this guy be playing over Jericho? Oh, Sims is in. Tibbs heard me. Tibbs heard me. Sims is coming in. Look at that. Tibbs and I on the same page. Tibbs and I are on the same page. We're on the same page, man. Knicks are up by 2 points, a minute 25 left, and it looked like we were going to get our doors blown off in the first quarter. The Celtics came out hitting three after three after three, and we were down 15-5, just like that. What did we do? Came back. The Knicks came back. They are running a lot more. Yeah, I think if the Knicks aren't doing well by the All-Star break, Tibbs will be gone then. You don't fire Tibbs now. I don't believe in that. He's a veteran coach. Yes, the Nets fired Steve Nash. Steve Nash should have never been a coach to begin with. Steve Nash is not a veteran coach like Tibbs is. You fire a coach like Tibbs, you do it. They should have done it at the end of last season and gotten another coach. You don't do it 8 games into the season. You just don't do it. For what? What was the point then? What was the point even hanging around the whole offseason then? Do I think he's on the hot seat? Yes. He is. That's why even Tibbs, this is, by the way, guys, for people that don't know Tom Thibodeau from the Bulls and then the Timberwolves, he does not change up his style. He does not go from his old ways, but he is starting to show it because he started Grimes last night at the 2-guard instead of Fournier. And then tonight he's starting Reddish instead of Fournier. And I think Grimes didn't get the start tonight because he had 2 points in 15 minutes yesterday, 1 assist and 1 board. That ain't going to get you a start the second night. So it's Reddish's turn tonight. He's going to kill it. Reddish is going to have a big night. All right, 27-24 Boston right now with just under a minute left. The Knicks are 4 of 9 from three-point land now, where the Celtics are 7 of 14. Jay, Evan Fournier is just not, and that goes back to my point, Jay. The Knicks grabbed Fournier thinking what? Oh, he's going to be our 3-point guy. He's going to be our 3-point guy. That's what they were saying. And they lived on him forever, right? Look at that. The Celtics hit another three. Now we're down 32-24, 30-24, just like that. But yeah, they held on to Fournier. They got him a couple years ago. Oh, boom, he's going to be our three-point guy. Look at Sims, just nailed it down, just brought the house down. Just brought it down. That's what's up. Sims just brought the house down, man. Keep this kid in and keep letting him play, man. I love it. And top into it. Another one. Attacks the boards. He's in the paint all the time. He's around the ball. Sims with the block. Jericho Sims, what a block. I'm telling you, this kid Sims is the deal, man. They should be playing him a hell of a lot more. A hell of a lot more. He already brought the house down. And he great block by the rim. Look at Fournier pushing the three-pointer, and he hit it. He hit it. He leaned in. Oh, it's only a two-pointer. It's only a two. But whatever the case. I see what you're saying, man. Yeah, 100%, Jay. 100%. And that's what they do. So when you ask what the problem, or my opinion, what the problem is with the Knicks, that's what the problem is. They get one guy, and the guy looks good, and they just run with it. They don't add on. Now, with all this youth on the team, how about building around the young players and getting them to have a good core together to move forward? Running the veterans with these guys and running the veterans to death, that makes no sense at this point. None. Zero. And they got rid of most of them. You see, Bob, how about Bobby Portis? He looks a lot better on the Bucks than he did for the Knicks, right? Why? Because he wanted off the team. Who wants to be on a team that bad? You know how hard it's been for me the past beyond handful of years for a long time being a Jet fan and a Knicks fan? Whew. I know the Yankees haven't won in a long time, but at least they're relative. I mean, relative, right? Relevant. We're in the basement, and that's what happens. We're in the basement. This ain't a freaking college class, a high school class. We're in the basement. So it's relevant, relative, whatever. That's what the Yankees are. At least they're relevant. They're not in last. They choked this year, and I'm not going to talk about them anymore. And then the Rangers have always been there, and now the Rangers are back up doing the same thing. So that's where we're at. But the Knicks could use that one. They need that one alpha. Take over a game guy. We need that guy. And I don't know who that guy is. I don't know. Josiah. I hope I'm saying your name right, Josiah. If I'm not, I apologize if I'm chopping it up. It just looks like Josiah, so that's how I'm pronouncing it. I apologize in advance. I had someone pass out at school to the sound of me saying I'm a Celtics and Patriots fan. Pass out at school to the sound of me saying I'm a Celtic. Where do you go to school? In New York? That they would hate that you're a Celtics and Patriots fan? You must be going to a school in New York. Jay, yup. Buffalo Times. Welcome into the basement. We appreciate you showing up. Subscribe, please. Bell notice, like button, drop some comments. What do you think of RJ early? What do you think of RJ's early mistakes? I think he's trying to go next level. I think RJ Barrett's trying to go next level and trying to be the man that they brought him in to be. I like RJ Barrett a lot. I like him a lot. He's been a big part of this team. I think he's trying to take over the team, Buffalo Times. I think he's trying to take over and be that alpha, be that, hey, rely on me guy. He's averaging 18.4 points a game this season so far. He's averaging 18.4 this season. So I think what he's really trying to do, I think he's trying to push it. I think he's trying to become that leader, right? He's been on the team a couple of years, more than a couple of years now. I think he's trying to be the guy. And I think that when he sees the Knicks going out and getting the Brunson and the Knicks going out and trying to find that shooter, I think RJ's trying to show the team, I'm that guy. I just think he's going a little too overboard with it. I think he's trying to do too much, too fast, too soon in the same game is what I mean. And that's it. But I think RJ over time is going to figure out he's going to be fine. RJ's going to be fine. I'm a big RJ Barrett fan. So I think that's what's going on with him. But, he's transitioning to go next level. How about that? Topping for three from corner three. Missed it. That's the problem. The Knicks missed too many three-pointers. We were down by one, and just like that, Celtics go down, hit 2 threes right off the bat. 2-pointers don't beat 3-pointers. That's simple math. And you know what? The Knicks are a little too old school. They just have a little too old school mentality and setups on this team. Josiah, California. Okay. All right. Hey, we got a couple people that show up in the chat from Cali. Buffalo Times, agreed, but he's got to start letting the game come to him instead of trying to make the hero plays. Agreed. 100% agreed. That's what he's doing. Trying to do too much, like I was saying, and you put it even better. Trying to be the hero. That's a great way of putting it, Buffalo Times, and I agree with you. Trying to be the hero. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him because he probably, he was drafted as being the man. And Coach K at the time, Knicks are down 34-29. The Celtics right now, no defense. That's the other thing with today's game, no defense. I'll get to that in a minute. Coach K said that without Zion coming around that year, Barrett would have been the #1 pick in the draft that year. That's how much Coach K loves R.J. Barrett. He said he would have been the #1 in the draft. He just got overseen by Zion's incredible year at Duke that year, so he got overlooked. But R.J. Barrett was trying to be the hero. I like that. But he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. I'm glad the Knicks did not trade him away as part of a package for Donovan Mitchell. I'm very happy they did not give up Barrett and Robinson and draft picks to get Donovan Mitchell, who, yes, is a great player, but he's not a top 5 player. And I don't believe in the Knicks giving up their youth anymore. James Dolan owns the New York Rangers, too, and they finally held on to their youth. It's a timeout now. The Boston Celtics are up 41-29, so we're down by 12. Why? Because they can hit more threes than we can, and this is what's the problem with the Knicks constantly has been the past couple of years. We go against the better teams. The better teams have today's game going on. Today's game, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Our centers, 3. Our big men, 3. Everybody can hit threes. Mitchell Robinson's great traditional center. He doesn't hit 3-pointers. And I'm not saying every center has to. I'm just saying that the Knicks are stuck, like, they're one step behind this era, today's era. And that's the problem. The Knicks are one step behind today's era. You just can't survive with the team that they have. If they keep this pace, they'll always be middle of the pack. Yeah, it's not where we used to be. Worst team are down there, with the Magic and the Pistons and hanging out down in the dweller, the real cellar, the real cellar dwellers, the real ones in the league, in the team. That's where the Knicks were. They're always in the bottom 3. Magic, the Cavs for a while, and I know the Cavs are better now. Darius Garland, amazing draft pick. But anyway, it used to be that. The Cavs, the Pistons, the Knicks, Magic, same usual suspects. Usual suspects. And the Knicks are now middle of the pack, but if they don't make those necessary changes, they're always going to be middle of the pack. And think about it, too. We have Tom Thibodeau is a defensive coach. Yes? Yes, that's what he's known for, right? Right now, we're 27th in the league in defense. 2 games, 2 third quarters in a row. The Atlanta Hawks, that Atlanta Hawks game was disgusting, by the way. We were up 23 points in that game, lost by 13, but the third quarter, the Knicks had 9 turnovers, and we were outscored by 22 points. The total in that third quarter was 32-10 Hawks. 32-10 in that third quarter. There's more. Yesterday, minus James Harden, minus Joel Embiid, and yet still again in the third quarter, I believe, I'm within a point or two, I'm going off the top of my head, but it was like 32-16. Sixers in the third quarter. So what's going on when the Knicks come out at halftime? What's going on in the locker room at halftime that 2 games in a row we came out and I probably could have shot as well as they did. 10 points in the third quarter, then the next game, 16 in the third quarter. And the other teams are in the 30s. Where's our defense? Defense, first of all, isn't really even allowed anymore in any sport because they want the betting, the fantasy leagues. They want the average fan watching these games. Average fans don't like defensive games. They like scoring. They like all that. They don't care about defense. Defense means no scoring. I'm an old school guy. I like defense. They should be allowed to play some of it once in a while. In all the sports, not even just NBA, I'm talking hockey, football, baseball. All right, how come the Celtics up? The Celtics are now up 43-29. I don't like the way this is looking now. Where are we at? Hold on. Let me see where we're at. I want to see if he hits this. Okay, finally, he missed a three-pointer. The Knicks get the ball back. Let's go. Bring it on down. Come on, Randall. Randall driving. Sometimes, like I told you, I think Randall forces plays, but beautiful pass out to Barrett for three. Boom. Yes. That was perfect. Randall went in, got double teamed, kicked it out to Barrett, wide open at the three. Boom. And I probably looked really ugly doing that. Barrett's form is way better than mine, just so you know. Josiah, what do you think of Giannis Antetokounmpo? Yes, I didn't look up his last name. It's okay. I probably wouldn't have spelled it any better than you just did. He's amazing. I think if Giannis got more of a shot, if he keeps developing his shot, watch out. He keeps developing his shot, watch out. He's going to be the greatest. He's going to be the greatest big man in the game. And he's already pretty much there anyway. Jay, Evan is too slow. He needs to be benched. I am not a Fournier fan, Jay. You don't even have to sell me on that. I agree with you 100%. Jay, Cam needs to hit the court. Right. Where is Cam? We're down by 10 points now. Where is Cam? Buffalo Times. I don't know if you remember Shane Williams or Sean Williams. I sure do. I sure do. He was a three-point specialist for us a decade ago. Steve Novak. Wow, you're really going. But Steve Novak. Of course I remember him. And then who's been that guy we can go to for a big three? Nobody. We don't have a three guy. We don't. And that's the problem. The Knicks do not have a three guy. They don't. Remember when we had our big three a couple of years ago in 2016? It was, remember this? D-Rose, Porzingis, and Noah. Remember? The Knicks went out and wasted a ton of money on Joakim Noah. Do you remember this, Knicks fans? Raleigh, another cellar dweller in the basement. Raleigh's accounted for. What's going on, brother? Wow, Raleigh, I missed you, man. You're way up there. I missed you, Raleigh. I don't know how I overlooked your chat, but I did. Sorry, brother. What's going on, man? Good stuff, Raleigh. Glad to see you in here, brother. Josiah, who is the GOAT of the NBA? Currently? You been talking about today? Randall, come on, man. Hit that. Come on. See, right there, he forced a shot. Randall forced a shot there. It was unnecessary. Look at this. The Celtics go right down, corner three, boom. That's what we're missing. In this game here, we're going to get exposed for not having that three-point guy, not having that guy that can take over a game, not having the guy that can answer all the three-pointers that the Celtics are hitting. We don't have that guy. The Knicks seem to be doing this rebuilding project one player at a time and not testing out our bench enough. Boy, I sound like a broken record, but it's true. This is truth we're speaking right now. Josiah, my opinion. Oh, you're talking about overall, the GOAT of all time? Oh, that argument can go on all day. Is it Jordan? Is it LeBron? Is it Bill Russell at 11 rings? Is it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who also has 6 rings, and he got him with 2 different teams, and he's the all-time points leader? So could you put Kareem in that argument? It's a lot of, and Michael Jordan, you could put in that argument. Of course, everybody considers Jordan the GOAT, but Jordan in the 80s didn't beat any of the big-time players that he played against, right? No Bird, McHale, Johnson, the bad boy Pistons. I don't know, the argument can go on and on about the GOAT. I mean, we could say MJ is the GOAT. You could argue LeBron. You could argue Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody argues Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's weird because you get into the ring thing then. If you get into the ring thing, then we got to value whose rings are better than whose rings. Bill Russell, Jordan said it himself. Bill Russell has 11 rings. Doesn't it end there? People say, oh, no, well, he played an era where, rings didn't matter and they were the dominant team. Well, the Lakers were dominant too. They always beat them. But yet they'll say Jordan's better than LeBron because Jordan has 6 rings and LeBron has 4. But on the same note, people will tell you Wilt Chamberlain's better than Bill Russell, but Wilt only has 2 rings and Russell has 11. They'll tell you Jerry West and Elgin Baylor are better than LeBron. Those guys don't have any rings. None. They lost 7 finals. So who is it? You could argue this all day. Is it rings? Is it not rings? NFL, they talk rings, but Trent Dilfer has a ring as a quarterback. Dan Marino doesn't have any rings. Who are you taking? Dan Marino, maybe? So these are weird arguments, man. It's not one I like to walk into because people have the player that they have, and they'll be stand by him the whole way. And every argument you make for any player is true. Jordan has 6 rings, and you'd say Kareem has 6 rings. Kareem did it with 2 different teams, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Lakers. And he's the all-time points leader. Oh, well, he's a big. You can't count a big. Robert Horry has 7 rings. Obviously, Robert Horry, anywhere he goes, the team's going to win a ring, right? He's a role player, but he was an outstanding role player. I would not put him in that conversation. I'm just throwing out the ring point. The ring. Everybody's about rings, rings, rings. But then when you bring up certain names, rings matter one guy, rings don't matter for the other. People tell you KD's better than LeBron. KD only has a couple rings, and LeBron has 4, and he went to 8 finals in a row. So I don't know, man. It's an endless conversation. It's endless. You probably didn't expect all that out of me when you brought that up. So my answer is, I don't know. Buffalo Times. Raleigh, new faces. Yeah, we have some new faces in here, Raleigh. It's all good, though. The chat's expanding, brother. Good to see you in, as always, man. Buffalo, Rose said that it was us and the Warriors that were the super teams. Ha ha. Yeah, you remember this then. I think they made the finals and we were eliminated in March. Can you imagine? That was Phil Jackson, too, who signed Jakeem Noah. What a waste of money. Jakeem Noah, I mean, you barely remember he was even on the Knicks. I remember because that's when we first got D Rose. Yep. And you're, oh, we got the biggest of big 3. The Knicks have never had a big 3, in this era. Not in this era. What big 3 did we have? We have never. We're missing that 3. Buffalo Times, to your point again. All right, Randall just went up, laid it in. We're down by 12 now. Why do we come close and go down? They're hitting all the 3s and we're missing them all. That's really what it comes down to. There's 6:50 left in the second quarter and we're down by 12. Obviously, we're still very much in this game. Pessable, Noah was trash, couldn't make a free throw. Yeah, he sucked for the Knicks. He's awful. Josiah, my opinion, it's MJ. Of course, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Pessable, LeBron, that's just me. That's fine, too. You could argue LeBron. I could argue LeBron. I could argue Jordan. I could argue Kareem. I could argue a whole bunch. So that's what I think. That's the thing. But you could argue LeBron. Why not? The dude made 8 finals in a freaking row, and LeBron has been on a bunch of underdog teams more than he's been on the heavy favorite. Jordan was always on the heavy favorite team in the 90s. He was always heavily favored. There wasn't one finals Jordan walked into that he said, man, I don't know if the Bulls can beat the Jazz, or I don't know if the Bulls can beat an old Lakers team, or I don't know if the Bulls, you never had that. The Bulls beat the Sun. They beat everybody. And we all knew it. You never worried about him. LeBron walks into a finals. You don't know if he's going to win or not because of the teams. Those Cavs teams without LeBron would not even have been in the playoffs. But again, you can argue these guys. You can have great arguments with them. You have plenty, but that's what I mean. Is it about rings, about competitiveness, the team strength of schedule? We can go on and on. Come on, Reddish. Let's go. Show what you got, kid. Bang. Oh, you missed it. But he was fouled. Let's go, Cam. I want to see the Knicks youth go. James Dolan owns the New York Rangers also. And he let the team build from the youth with the right veterans on it. And the Rangers came within 2 victories of the Stanley Cup last year with a super young team. The Knicks, they're Garden brothers. The Knicks have the same owner, same young team. Keep that young team going. And if Tibbs ain't the guy, then he ain't the guy. But this team needs a couple more pieces to become a real running team. They need to be a running team. They need to wake up and get in the era that we're in, right? Buffalo Times, it's because Kareem wasn't as flashy, I guess, and mainstream media nowadays won't respond as well to a hook shot than a free throw line dunk. That's true. I mean, Buffalo Times, bro, who had the greatest sky hook ever? Kareem. That sky hook was, and he'd even finger roll it at the end. It was just funny. You're right, he wasn't a flashy player. Wasn't. Now, when you think of the NFL, think of the guys that aren't flashy that are superstar Hall of Famers. How about Marvin? When we talk about wide receivers, does Marvin Harrison's name ever come up as one of the greatest receivers of all time? Nope. Why? You never heard from the guy. All he did was score touchdowns. Curtis Martin, running back for the Jets, 14,000 yards in 11 seasons. 14,000 yards in 11 seasons. And he did get as high as the 4th leading rusher of all time. Hall of Fame. Here's another footnote on Curtis Martin. Only he and Barry Sanders are the only two from year 1 to year 10 to have 1,000 yards rushing in each season. Their first 10 seasons, not any 10, their first 10. Year 1 rookie to year 10. 1,000 yards in each season. Barry Sanders, Curtis Martin. People like Curtis Martin. Nobody thinks of Curtis Martin because he's a quiet guy. Back to the point with Kareem from Buffalo Times. He wasn't as flashy. You know, the dunk compared to the hook shot, they're going to take the dunk all day. So, yes, but you can argue Kareem. You could easily argue it. He has as many rings. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest to ever play his position, just like Jordan. So you can argue it. It can be argued. Josiah, LeBron's top 2 is Michael and Larry Bird. Yeah, Larry Bird's another one, man. Larry Bird is – it's funny because at times you think Larry Bird is underrated by today's people that watch the game, that don't watch weren't around in the 80s when the Magic Johnson, Bird, McHale, Kareem, Isaiah Thomas, Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, Mark Aguirre, you know, all these guys on the Pistons. They had some battles back then, and that's when defense was allowed in the game. 55-44, there's 5:30 left in the second quarter, and the Celtics are up by 11. I'm sorry, make that 13 because they just got another bucket. Jay, we suck. Yes, we do. Why are we losing? We're getting exposed for our not having a big 3 guy. We've heard this before. We've heard this right here. And Jay, I have to agree with that assessment. We're not on the level of these other teams yet. Think about our 4 wins for a minute. Magic, Pistons. Yes, we beat the Sixers, but they were without Harden and Embiid. And because we barely beat them yesterday, 106-104 with a team that didn't even have their 2 superstars. And we still barely beat the Sixers yesterday. And we beat the Hornets in that great overtime game. That's our wins. We've lost to the Grizzlies, the Bucks, all the elite teams. I guarantee you, we're probably going to lose to the Celtics today, the way it's looking. We're not on that level yet, and we're just missing a couple players. It's not like a few years ago where we're missing an entire team and a bench. We're just a couple players away from being on that level. We're middle of the pack team right now. Middle of the pack team. There's a term I always like to use with my teams that were getting better. I call them in the mathematical mode. We're in the mathematical mode now. What does that mean? Mathematically, we might mathematically still be in it by the end of the season. So we've moved up with the Jets. That's how I did it. We're now in a mathematically category. The Knicks are in the mathematic category. They should have been in the playoffs last year. They just missed it. They were mathematically still in it. This year, I expect them to make the playoffs. I expect them to make it. I don't know how that's going to happen without adding a big 3-point guy, but I still expect them to make it. They need to tinker with these young players on this freaking roster. That's what they need to do. Jericho Sims was in for a handful of minutes, right? If that. He already slammed down a dunk. He had a huge block. Where is he now? Out of the game. Raleigh. Wish D. Rose didn't get hurt after his MVP season. He is my second fave player. Oh, man. And behind Carmelo. Let me tell you something. D. Rose, when LeBron and Kobe were in the league at the same time, D. Rose during that time with the Bulls was the best player in the game, and it wasn't even close. D. Rose was a monster on that Bulls team. Those injuries killed him. It did. It killed a Hall of Fame career. It did. We know he would have been in the Hall. The way he started out, those injuries ruined him. But I'm glad to see him still around. He still plays his ass off. He's been a great player for the Knicks. But again, the Knicks relied on him too much last year. Come on, don't let Brown just walk right up to the basket. Come on. Good D, Barrett. Good D. Good D. Hartenstein with the board. Barrett's bringing it up. Just take it. Come on, RJ. What pass was that? What kind of pass was that, RJ? We're down by 8 points, guys. We're actually getting back in it here. Where am I at here? Where did I leave off? Raleigh. Wish D. Rose. Okay, I let Jay Tucker. We got to do better. Yes, we do, sir. Yes, we do. Buffalo Times. When was the last time you were at MetLife? Last month when the Jets played the Dolphins and won 40-17. That was a month ago. And then before that, I was at MetLife in September for the Giants. I went to a Giant game, went to the Giants-Panthers game in September, and I'll be at MetLife tomorrow for the Jets-Bills. Josiah, never bet for the Jets if they are playing against the Patriots. 10 years in a row, we have beaten them. Yes, you have. 13 straight. And you, Josiah, you know in your heart last Sunday the Jets beat themselves. You know that late hit on Mac Jones. It should have been 17-3 at the half. The Jets had that game, and they blew it. Thank you, Zach Wilson. Thank you, Zach Wilson. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, did you guys know the Buffalo Bills have 2 quarterbacks playing at the same time tomorrow? It's unfair. They have Josh Allen throwing to the Bills offense, and then they have quarterback Zach Wilson throwing to the Bills defense. So the Bills have 2 quarterbacks tomorrow. I already know that going in, guys, and I've been a Jet fan over 45 years. I already know that. Jay, he always slip-ups. Yep, he always slip-ups. I know, it's been rough. Bills King Mafia. Daniel's in the basement. Another cellar dweller accounted for. What's going on, Daniel? What's happening, brother? We're ready for tomorrow. The game within the game is Stephon Diggs versus Sauce Gardner. That's the game within the game. That's the matchup I'm waiting for. Raleigh, I take it you are a Pats fan. Yes, he is. He's a Pats and a Celtics fan, Raleigh, but he's allowed in. He asked if I was going to kick him out because he was a Celtic and a Patriot fan. I told him no. I'm Johnny Basement. This is the basement. You don't bring your own beer. You bring your own team. Bring your own team. That's what it is in the basement. Brunson, beautiful, man. Guys, we're only down by 6. 3:30 left in the second. We're only down by 6. This is what's up. The Knicks are showing some life. But just like that, the Celtics can hit the thing that we can't. 3-pointers, and that's what separates us or separates them from us. Yes, Tatum traveled. Tatum traveled there. That's all right, man. Tatum traveled. Come on. I like Jalen Brunson. It's not a knock on him when we say it. He was a great pickup. We needed a real point guard. He is a real point guard. He can quarter. Go ahead, Reddish. Go ahead, Reddish. Come on, Randall. Randall got the board. Good. We got killed on the offensive boards against the Hawks and the Cavs. Do a jump. Hartenstein. Hartenstein. Randall, bring the house, man. Boom, and one. Yes. That's playing. That's playing right there. That's playing. That's playing right there. Randall went up, fell down, missed it. Hartenstein steals the ball, kicks it back to Brunson, who shoots it back into Randall, brings the house down and one. Where did I leave off? Daniel, what is the definition between the Jets and the Giants field? The definitions? They're the same. I don't know what you're asking. Is it a 100-yard field? Raleigh, all welcome in the basement. Bring your own BYOT, right? Bring your own team. Stay on him, defense. Don't let Tatum get in there. Good steal. Boston turned. Guys, we're only down by 3. Boston just turned it over. 2:25 left in the second. Come on, Brunson, bring it in there. Bring it in. Boom, Barrett. Bringing it down. Look at this change of pace out of nowhere. Look at these Knicks out of nowhere. Showing some heart, showing some life. 14-2 run by the Knicks in the last 3:11. The last 3:11, Knicks on a 14-2 run. Watch out. Watch out. They let Jaylen Brown wide open at the top of the key, hits the 3. 62:58, a minute 45 left in the half. Where are we at here? Buffalo Times, John Franklin. I already know where you're going with this. I don't even have to read the rest of it, but I will. Telling the media Josh Allen cries at the refs. Yeah, big deal or no big deal. I got 2 things on that for you, Buffalo Times. I don't think it's that big a deal because the Buffalo Bills are so in tune as a team. I don't think bulletin board material, I don't think they need that to motivate them. I honestly don't think they even care. I don't think Josh Allen cares about that. You know what John Franklin Myers needs to do? Stop taking 2 steps after a quarterback throws the ball and knocking them on their ass. That's what John Franklin Myers should worry about. John Franklin Myers, go ahead, Brunson. Kicked out to Reddish, kicked out to Barrett for 3. Boom! Down by 2 now. 50 seconds left and counting. 65-63. I'll get to your comments here in a minute at the half. RJ has 15 points. Wow. Barrett's been picking up the threes. Randall, I mean, this is good. Brunson, there's Brown, top of the key again. Nobody blocking him. All right, he missed. Barrett with the board. We got 25 seconds left. We're down by 2. Knicks are bringing it up. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I'll get the comments in a second. Hit that Barrett for 3. Corner 3. Boom! Corner 3. Corner 3. RJ, it's 2 in a row for him. We're up by 1 point. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Knicks. Tatum just hit one with 0.3 of a second. All right, so we're down by 1 point at the half, man. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. The Knicks went on fire there in the second half of the second quarter. They went on fire. Awesome. Down by 1 point. We're very lucky to be down by 1 point right now, but we are. Let's all right, let me get to these questions here. Daniel, definitions between the Jets and Giants field. What do you mean? Like, is there a difference? I don't think so. They look the same. They just changed the Giants to Jets. If they do any other dimension changes, I have no idea. If that's what you're asking. So yeah, John Franklin Myers, Buffalo Times. That's where I left off. John Franklin Myers against the Packers. Aaron Rodgers throws a pass, gets picked off by Sauce Gardner. Pick 6. Right after Rodgers threw the ball, John Franklin Myers took 2 full steps and blasted him. Pick 6 comes back. Thankfully, the Jets hung on and won that game. Right before the half, Mac Jones throws in pick 6, literally right before the half. Jets go up 17-3. But hold on, John Franklin Myers says, hey, wait a minute, hold my beer. I'm going to take 2 steps again and nail Mac Jones in his back to the ground. Oh, well, pick 6 comes back. 17-3 turns into a 10-6 halftime lead because the Patriots are now able to kick a field goal with the time running out. 10-6 lead is way different than 17-3. John Franklin Myers should just shut his mouth and pay attention to when the pass is thrown to not keep going and hit the quarterback. Him saying that to Josh Allen, I honestly don't think Buffalo really cares. Buffalo knows they're better than the Jets. It's nice to see the Jets and the Bills at the top of the division compared to when they used to be always fighting for fighting for basement royalty. And that's what they were fighting for usually. So it's nice for the Jets to be up there and in the conversation, but they don't need to be running their mouths yet. I'm sorry. They just don't need to be running their mouths. That's my opinion. I don't think it's a big deal to the Bills, though, to be honest with you, Buffalo Times. Big Task is in the basement. What's going on, Big Task? They better respect the Knicks. Better respect the Knicks. We were not too big on the Knicks at the start of the second quarter, Big Task, but we are now, man. They came back. They came back. That's okay, Daniel. I think that's what you were talking about. I don't think there is any different dimensions, man, between the Jets and the Giants field at all. I think they just change it, Jets-Giants. That's really it. If there's something more than that, I really don't know. And I've been going to MetLife way back when it was the Meadowlands and Giant Stadium, back when LT and Joe Klecko and Gastineau and all those guys, man. I've been going to that stadium forever. Where we at? Raleigh. Would love to do that sometime, Daniel, but tomorrow I'm heading to the Bills. Oh, yeah. Billet Time Sports Show. Good. Yeah. Podcast. Great. A lot of Bills Mafia in here. Please support Daniel's channel, man. Please. He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. He's like you guys. He's Bills, bleeding blue Bills. Like all you guys are. Most of you guys anyway. Jay, you see what happens when Cam is in the game? Hell yeah, man. Come on. Cam Reddish in the game. Last year, we almost lost him. He wanted off the team. And I don't blame him, man. We didn't use him. Tibbs is playing for his job, too, and maybe not just for his job here. He might be playing for his career. Would he get another coaching job if the Knicks fired him halfway through the season? Tibbs is actually starting to switch up a little bit. He doesn't normally do lineup changes and all these things this early. He didn't do his first lineup change last year until the Knicks were 10-9. Not until the 20th game, he finally made a change. This year, he's doing it earlier because I know he feels the pressure. He does. He admitted the Knicks need to shoot more, and they need to keep that balance on defense and the strong D, but they need to balance it with a good offense. So I hear you on that, Jay. Yeah, see what happens when Cam is in the game. Jericho Sims needs to be in this second half more. The kid is a beast. Every time he comes out, he's blocking shots, slamming dunks. He needs to be in the game. We need more of Jericho Sims, especially with Mitchell Robinson out. Buffalo Times, that's a great end of the half. Hell yeah. Jay, we are a really good team when we play together. Yes, we are. Look at that. Look at that run. 14-2 run in 3 minutes and whatever. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, give or take. You know what I'm saying. Daniel, if the Bills win 38-17, you, Johnny, have to sing the Bills shout song. I will. That is, Daniel, I will sing that song if the Jets lose. 38-17 is what? 3 touchdowns? Is that 3 touchdowns? It is 3 touchdowns. So if the Jets lose by 21 points, if they lose by 21 points or more, I will sing the song right here. I will sing that Bills Mafia song right here. I'll do it. The Jets are not going to lose by 3 touchdowns. And they really better not now that I just committed to that. Buffalo Times. I hope we can come with the same energy out the half. Me too, brother. Me too. Andy's in the basement. Andy Smith, cellar dweller, in the basement accounted for. Andy, who's winning? The Knicks, the Celtics are winning 67-66. 1 point game, Andy. 1 point game. Daniel, injuries when any team play at MetLife. Well, the Jets already have their injuries. You already know. I wish the Jets in this game, I still don't think they would have won, but it would have been nice to have Breece Hall. And you Bills fans know it. A lot of Bills Mafia contacted me through here and in emails and stuff about what a loss Breece Hall was, what a monster he was. And we could tuck Zach Wilson behind Breece Hall and the defense and just act like Zach is 4-0. He's 4-1 now, but at the time, he's 4-0 as a starter. Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Right. You guys know where I'm going with that. Jay, I like that we fight. Hell yeah. Jay, I just hate that Tibbs put in people who aren't doing anything for the team. Right. And Tibbs will keep them in. Guys that aren't playing well, he will keep them in. Especially if they're a veteran, they will keep him in. Jericho Sims is sitting on the bench. It's a golden opportunity for him to be out there. You got Toppin. You got players that need to be. Toppin, this guy attacks the boards. He's in the paint. He's Johnny on the spot with the ball and everything, man. He needs to be on the floor more. Last year, like I said, they ran Taj Gibson into the ground like it was 2011 all over again. They ran him into the ground. That's probably why he chose to leave. I think Gibson went to Washington. I think that's where he went. Daniel, Sabres too, Bandits as well. Yeah, the Buffalo Sabres, man. Killing it this year. They're doing really well. I told you guys that. I told you. Raleigh, predictions. Bills 34, Jets 21. I like that. My prediction was 31-17 Bills, so we're on the same page. And by the way, guys, I already said it. Gardini's not in here right now, but he was the one that won the $25 gift card. His separation in the score last week for the Bills-Packers, it was 3 points. All else had blowouts. So it was a 10-point victory for the Bills. The only person that had 10 points or under was Gardini. He won the $25 gift card. And Gardini, he's not in here yet. I'll tell him when he'll probably pop in at some point. Anyway, Raleigh, prediction, 34-21. I can see that again. The game within the game, guys. Diggs versus Gardner. That's the game within the game. Sauce Gardner is killing it in man coverage this year. He's number 1 in like 5 different categories. 5 in man coverage. But it's his first real test. Allen and Diggs have been a combo. They know each other for a couple of years now. This is going to be a true test. True test. King B, King Bing, another dweller in the basement. King's here. What's going on, King? Getting close to 1,000, JB, over the top. We're getting there, brother. We're getting there. I think we're only about 125 away from 1,000. Thank you to all of y'all that make this channel even happen. This channel even exists because of you guys. It's not me. I just show up. You guys make this channel happen. You guys subscribe to this channel. You guys live in the basement right here with me and the cellar dweller, #1 mascot, Rocco, who, by the way, guys, he is nice and sleeping in his Knicks jersey. Can you see him? He's laid out. He's laid out. You know, you guys know my regular cellar dwellers know Rocco. He's either laid out or he is chirping away. You guys all know it. Let me get the screen back up. I'm not moving the screen in. Anyway, Daniel Wilson will have 3 INTs. You missed it, Daniel. I already told you the Bills have 2 quarterbacks tomorrow playing, and it's a total advantage over the Jets. Josh Allen's going to be quarterbacking for the Bills offense, and Zach Wilson's going to be the quarterback for the Bills defense. So the only thing we got going is the Jets defense has to play offense and defense. We got to force fumbles and do a lot of pick sixes tomorrow, which isn't going to happen against Josh Allen. But they have Zach Wilson quarterbacking for the Bills on their defense, and Josh Allen will handle the Bills quarterbacking on offense. And that's what you're going to have tomorrow. So I agree with you there, Daniel. And saying Wilson will only have 3 interceptions is actually a gift, because I think he's going to have more than that. Raleigh, Sauce is going to be a good matchup, but so is DJ Reed. So look for Knox or McKinney to make plays. Yeah, the Jets secondary has stepped up entirely, bro. Jordan Whitehead, LaMarcus Joyner are safeties. Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, these guys. I mean, DJ Reed was already a stud on the Seahawks. So this is a definitely revamped Jets defense. And by the way, Quinnen Williams, guys, Quinnen Williams has 6 sacks. It's going to be a hard time for who's blocking Quinnen Williams tomorrow, too. Again, guys, I'm not delusional. I know the Jets aren't going to win. But Buffalo's not the line. Jets' defensive line is tough. They're real tough. It's going to be a long day. Quinnen Williams is really starting to come into his own. Quinnen Williams is a beast. It's a beast. Whoever's blocking him tomorrow is going to have a long day. A long day. And you guys know it. You guys are sports fans. You're not just Bills Mafia. You guys know I'm not telling a story here. You guys know very much about Quinnen Williams. He's a monster. Lockport, 27-6 Bills. Dropping the bomb in the basement, dropping all hope that I might have, dropping all theories, because like I said, you guys have 2 quarterbacks tomorrow. Zach for defense, Josh for offense. Mikhailov, Rocco looks like he's had a big night on the side. Right? Right? He's down for the count. He chews on these big bones, these big meaty bones. He goes out. Hey, we've had some incredible weather, man. He's been outside all day. He's been running around. Guys, he's 12 years old. Rocco is 12 years old. He's not a young dog. He's an old dog. He's 12. For you guys that didn't know. Buffalo Times, if we go out with the boys to a bar, what's the first drink? My first drink is going to be water, Buffalo Times. I don't drink anymore. And trust me, I drank enough for you and this entire chat room and everybody else. I don't do it anymore. Trust me. I don't do it anymore. None. This is my drink right here. Would I still hang out? Absolutely. I just don't drink anymore. Raleigh, Jets have done every move right except quarterback so far. Amen. Raleigh, 100%. And as I was saying earlier, I have family that lives in New England area, and they're Patriot fans. They hate all New York teams. And even they admitted last week the Jets had fielded a pretty good team. They admitted the Jets had fielded actually a really pretty good team. But they did say the same thing everybody says. Their one hindrance is what? Zach Wilson. That's our hindrance. And when Breece Hall's running the ball, nobody cared about Zach Wilson. Zach was having a great time. Hey, the pressure's not on me. Now it is. Pressure's on you, kid. And by the way, James Robinson, who the Jets traded for to get from the Jaguars, is out tomorrow because he hurt his knee in practice. Michael Carter's our running back. He's a very good running back. He was our leading rusher last year. He's a versatile kid. He's got hands out of the backfield. He's just not the home run hitter Breece Hall is. Robinson, I don't know the extent of his injury. We just got him, man. He's freaking out already with a knee injury. Whew. Raleigh, Jets are done. Yep. Raleigh, cheers, Johnny. Yep. Hey, you guys can have them all. I've had it. I drank more. Raleigh, you're young. You're a Marine. I've had more than your entire lifetime. I promise you. Raleigh's our resident Marine Corps serviceman, man, and we appreciate it, Raleigh. We always throw that at you. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. You guys got to give me 2 minutes because we were just talking about drinks. You guys already know I drink plenty of that, which means what? Bathroom break. Be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Thank you. Thank you for hanging in there as always. What do we got? Quarter just started, too. I'm back right on time. Raleigh, cheers, Johnny. That's where I left off. Daniel, I was the some way about drinking no more. Yep, I had to stop, Daniel. I don't even mind telling you guys that, man. Marcus Smart just banged a 3, man. Now we're tied up at 72. Jay, where did he go? Jay, I can't sit here the whole game. I'm an older guy, Jay. Bathroom breaks, brother. I always come right back, though, man. Allen was toying with the Green Bay, having fun. Yeah, he was. We knew Green Bay wasn't winning that game. The Packers are missing. Boy, Devontae Adams leads, goes to the Raiders. How do you think he feels about that? They don't get Rodgers anybody in Green Bay. It's like, I don't blame him for getting upset. There you go. He missed. Grab that. Good board by Randall. Anyway, guys, we're back here in the basement. It's 9:30 left in the third quarter, tied up at 72. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Lockport, Mikhailov, you guys still in the house? Still in the basement? Blake Griffin with a corner three. Blake Griffin is like 90. Hit a corner three. Lockport and Mikhailov. Let me know you're still in the basement. Brunson, good mid-range jumper, 75-74 Celtics. Lockport and Mikhailov, I got something for you, so let me know you're still in the basement. Tatum for three, corner three, and he hit it. This is where the difference is, guys. We've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. Lockport, I'm here. Okay, Lockport. Just waiting on Mikhailov. Thought Griffin retired. We did too. 80-74 Celtics right now. Tucker, see we going back. Yep. Well, Lockport, you know what? What did I promise you guys yesterday? I've been screwing up on Fruit Plate Fridays. I don't know if Mikhailov is still here or not, but I know he'll drop back in. There it is, Lockport. There it is. There it is. It's Fruit Plate Saturday, but I'll bring it back for the real effect on Fridays. Got it. Fruit Plate, brother. Got it. Not like a game, water, and fruit plates, right? Isn't that what it is when you watch games? Grab up your fruit plates, your water, and give it. Just a handful of years ago, I would have never. Imagine showing up to your buddy's house. Imagine showing up to your buddy's house with for a game. And what'd you bring, man? I brought a case of water. I got a fruit plate. Man, we're gonna be hooked up for the whole game. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh. That wouldn't have even been me if just a few years ago. See we going back, Jay, leaving people, leaving people wide open. Dude, this happened in the Hawks game, the Cavs game on Sunday. It happened in the Sixers game yesterday. There's too many guys wide open. And just so you know, in the Hawks game, the Hawks had 18 second chance points on boards. We were getting killed on the offensive boards. The Cavs had 19 boards on offensive boards against us too. Getting killed. These teams are getting too many second chance points on the offensive boards. Too many. The whole season, even in our victories, we're giving up too many second chance points to the other teams. That's the other problem the Knicks are having right now. You're feeding your birds, Mikhailov. I got the freaking fruit plate you guys been begging for, man. I got it because I've been failing in this area. It's Saturday, but I had to acknowledge my forgetfulness the past few days. Yes, Fruit Plate Fridays is on. I'll never bring it on a Saturday again. Why? Because I'm never going to forget on Fridays again. I went to the store, too. By the way, my wife and I were out at the stores today. And, well, we were out yesterday. And then today I had to go back out because I forgot the fruit plate. So today I went out and got it myself. We were out yesterday, and I forgot to pick it up then. So I ran out and got it today because I was not going to let you guys ask me that tonight. I got it. Jay, they are tired. They are. Raleigh, yes, there is the fruit plate. Yes, sir, Raleigh, it's here. Yes, Stills, yep, well done. Love it. Yes. See, I look out for you guys. You guys say stuff. 90% of what? The things I write down, I'll actually remember to do it. I always promise 90%. That 10% window, you guys know it. You guys have seen it. Hey, I'm going to be on tomorrow night, right? And then my live stream doesn't work. So it's basement balling means basement problems too. So you guys know it, love it. We're here for it, man. We work with each other. You guys see me write stuff down, 90% chance I'm going to remember it. That's a good chance. That's a good chance. RJ driving the lane, dropping the 2-point in, layup, nice. We're down by 4 with 8:02 and counting. Jay, the coach put in the wrong players. Jay, like right now, we got the best of the best out. Yes. Hartenstein, I'm still. We got Reddish, Barrett, Randall, Brunson, and Hartenstein. Hartenstein, I don't dislike the guy. I don't love him. I don't know what to think of him yet. I do know this. What have I been saying the whole game? I want to see more Jericho Sims. More Sims, more Sims, more Sims. And they're tired. Yeah. Mikhailov. I love the emojis, brother. Thank you. What's your number one what's your number one got to have fruit? Pineapple. Right there, brother. Pineapples and strawberries. Man, pineapple, man. That's the greatest, man. You know the one thing I miss about the baseball season? It's a slower pace. It's a way longer game. Sometimes it's hard to live stream baseball, especially if the game is boring. You guys, a lot of you guys in this chat right now have sat with me through a boring baseball game for 4 hours. It's hard to fill in those times. We had a lot of fun in here with a lot of trivia. I mean, come on, man. Tiny Tim even came up in the freaking basement, man, you know? But the fast-paced games like football, basketball, hockey, man, we keep this thing rolling. Everything just keeps rolling. Baseball, we worked through a lot of boring games, guys, this summer. A lot of games this summer were a lot of tough ones we had to sit through, especially when the Yankees were 10-18 in August. So, but we did it. They went 20-11 after that, and then choked in the playoffs. Passable Kiwi. All right. Kiwi's good, actually. Brunson, nice lay-in. 82-78. We're hanging. We're hanging. We got to play better defense, man, or they're going to keep hitting us on the threes. We're always leaving somebody open. They're doing a pick and roll right now, but nope. Randall picked up Brown anyway. Oh, good pick by Brown on Brunson. And they got it. They just did a great pick and roll, and Brown just laid out Brunson. Not laid him out, but you know what I mean. He boxed him out. Raleigh, midsummer baseball. Yep. It's dog days of summer when you're doing baseball. Come on, Brunson, don't lose the ball. Come on. Got Barrett. Back out to Brunson. Barrett's wide open for a three, but they didn't pass it to him, and Brunson hit it anyway. All right, that's fine. Hit the two. 85-80. Pineapples are a solid choice. My number one is watermelon. Oh, I love watermelon too, Lockport. Come on, man. We're talking. Blueberries, I got them all in here, man. I did. I purposely went right back up to this market up the road and made sure I picked that up today. I was going to say, forget it. I'll do it next week. No. I did it. I went out and got that. And we were out yesterday, and I forgot. I told you guys, I forget things just like that, man. And it's not up. Hartenstein with a good board. Hartenstein. I mean, what just happened here? What a mess. The Knicks get possession. That was just a whole mess going on down there. One thing I do like about Hartenstein is the guy is not afraid to dive on the court. He goes for boards. He plays. It looks like he plays really hard. He goes after the balls. He freaking dives. He throws his body. He sacrifices his body. That's what I've seen so far from him. I've also seen him play poor defense. I've seen him get beaten. He's slow. Those are the cons with him. But and Cam Reddish is everywhere. I love that Reddish is in every game. I love it. And they got to keep playing him. Yeah, Raleigh, midsummer. I remember my first live stream. I told you guys this. Yankees Royals. What a four. It was a 4-game series starting on a Thursday at the end of July. I think it was July 28th, somewhere around there. It was my first live stream on games. And wow, what RJ? Oh, he didn't get the basket. I was going to get an and one. It's weird because it was like, what a series to choose for my first live stream. It's the middle of the summer. There's no more playoffs. NBA, NHL is over. Football hasn't started yet. I don't care about preseason games in any sport. I just don't. I worry about important players getting hurt in those preseason games. I don't like preseason. I hate it. So there's always somebody of significance that get hurt in a meaningless game. Just play your rookies and guys trying to make the team. That's all I want. But anyway, so I chose Royals Yankees as my first live stream. Rick the Ninja was, I think, my first cellar dweller because he hung in there with me the entire weekend. Michael Jeremiah showed up. I think that's when I first got him in there. And then you guys started, following along that weekend. We got a couple more people in. You know what? It's fun. It's fun. I like what I have in here. I like the group we have in here, man. You guys are awesome. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Come on, Knicks. It's it. We're only down by 5. Knicks are fighting. Good D. Oh! Reddish was playing some decent D, man, but he scored anyway. Knicks, man, don't just hang around. Get back in this thing. Barrett driving the lane and one. Barrett is on a mission tonight. RJ is looking great tonight. He's looking really good. Barrett is playing tonight. He's playing. I'm loving it, man. He's on a mission, and he wants to be the man. Barrett wants to be the man. And like me and Buffalo Times were talking about earlier, taking Buffalo Times said it. He's playing a hero role. Maybe that's why he was having such a hard beginning with the mistakes that he was having. It's true. I said he was overplaying. He was overplaying for a good reason. You know, he wants to be the man. He wants to be like, man, you got to play the Knicks. Why? They got RJ Barrett. That's what he wants to be. And I don't see why he can't do that. Rose for three. D. Rose hits the three. D. Rose hit the three. D. Rose just came off sitting on the bench for 7 minutes and banged the three right off the bat. Only down by a point, guys. Only down by a point. Jaylen Brown just missed. We can take a lead now. D. Rose bringing it up. Oh, what a bad pass, Rose. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Reddish was wide open going through the net. Wide open. Come on. I don't expect that out of Rose. I don't expect that kind of bad pass out of D. But all right, whatever. Jay, how much are we down? We're down by a point, Jay. Down by 1 point. 89-88 or 88-87, something like that. We're only 1 point. It's timeout right now. Raleigh, gotta head out. Have a good one, and see you all guys tomorrow for the game. Have a good night. Raleigh, I'm going to be at the game. Remember, I will pop in from MetLife. I'll pop in on my live stream throughout the game like I did the last couple of times, all right? So look for me tomorrow at the game. I'm going to do a full review of the game when I get home, whatever that is, tomorrow night, all right? So look for my review of the Bills-Jets. I will review the game no matter what happens. If the Jets get blown out, they get blown out. I will do a review of it. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun being at the game, Raleigh. So appreciate you as always, my brother. Jay, I feel like you right now. Hell yeah, man. I get into my teams, man. I'm a diehard Knicks, Rangers, Yankees, Jets. Those are my top 4 teams. I get angry and pissed and into it, man. People are like, yo, Johnny, it's a long season. Don't get so upset so early. It's only October, November. Who cares? I care. You know what? Not for nothing. It's just the way I think. You miss the playoffs by 1 game. Everybody always focuses on the most recent games to the playoffs. Today's game, you lose today's game and miss by 1 game. People, oh, we had the whole season to make up that up. That is true. You do have the whole season to make it up. But my point is, every game matters. That's more obvious in football because every week really does matter. You lose 1 game, it really does matter in football because the whole season is so quick. Basketball, hockey, it still matters. 82 games, any one of these games matter. Matters for positioning, matters for strategy, matters for how you coach a team, matters for who plays and who doesn't, matters for matchups down the road, matters for matchups that you're going to meet this team again. So, yeah, it does matter. It does matter. What, am I not supposed to get hyped now? Get hyped in March, February? That's when I'm supposed to get hyped or not as angry or not as expectant? No. Season starts, I'm getting hyped from game 1 right through game 82 and hopefully into the playoffs. That's how I roll with my teams. Big task. Come on, Rose. I know. Yeah, you know Rose is better than that. That pass was awful. You don't expect to see that out of a freaking great veteran like Derrick Rose. But, hey, things happen. He give and he take. Right. Pessible, see you tomorrow. Pessible, see you tomorrow, man. Listen, look for my review of the Bills-Jets. Look for my live stream. I will pop in from time to time from the game. Another wide open 3. The Knicks leaving guys wide open. Wide open. Hauser for the Celtics got 17 points tonight. He's 5 of 7 from 3. Why? Because he's wide open every single time. Randall came right back in. We're down 92-90, 3:45 and counting left in the third. Marcus Smart back to row. Brown, wide open three. This is a broken record. I should just make a record, record myself for the fourth quarter. I'm saying the same things. Wide open threes, no defense. Saying the same stuff here, guys. Same stuff. Hartenstein bringing down the dunk. 95-92 Boston. Jay, facts. But I mess with the Giants. I like what they've been doing. Hell yeah. Listen. I like the Giants too. Giants are my second favorite team, believe it or not. The Mets, the New York Mets are my second favorite team. In hockey, I lived in Florida for a long time. The Lightning, my second favorite team in hockey. I hate the New York Islanders. I hate them. I'll never go for them. They're a direct rival of the New York Rangers. They're the only New York team I will not go for. I will not go for them. I don't like them. That's a Boston Yankees kind of thing, the Rangers and Islanders. I don't go for the Islanders. The only New York team I don't go for. Come on, Cam. Cam's playing D on Jaylen Brown now. Yeah, he had to pass it off. That's right. Reddish is playing some D. Marcus Smart missed, but he was wide open for a three. Buffalo Times, and that's how it should be. That's being a fan. Right. The hell yeah, that's being a fan. That's what fandom is. I grew up in New York. That's what we do. We're fans. We talk crap. We talk a lot of smack. And once in a while, we got to eat it. No one likes eating smack talk. Like I'm talking a lot of smack about a lot of things. Even with the Jets, I talk smack all week to my friends and family that are Patriot fans. I had to eat it. All I heard about was Zach Wilson all Sunday and Monday and all week long. All I heard about was Zach. So, yeah, we got to eat it sometimes. It's part of the game, man. It's part of the game of being a fan. But you know what? That's what it's all about. You got to get into it. You got to be a part of your team. And for the people that say to fans, why do fans say we and us when we're referring to the team? Because we are a part of the team. There's analysts out there that say they don't understand fans that say we and us when they're talking about their team, like we lost tonight or we won tonight. No, it is. If fans aren't a part of the team, then why does a team have home field advantage? What's the advantage then if fans aren't a part of it? We don't get paid, but what is it if fans aren't a part of it? If we're not a part of the team, then why is home field advantage even an advantage if fans aren't a part of it? Just saying. Just saying. We suck every time we do something like that. I'm going to say it. Yeah, Jay, I hear you, brother. You're right on point with that, man. 98-94, Celtics bring it up. 1:05 and counting left in the third. Jaylen Brown, finally, they're playing defense on this dude. Not leaving him wide open for threes, man. Good steal, Toppin. All right, Rose got it, bringing it back up. Celtics got nothing out of that. 52 seconds and counting. Reddish, bringing it up. Reddish. Oh, he missed. Randall got the board and fouled. See you tomorrow, Lockport. Hit that like button. Everyone and subscribe. Basement mentality. Hell yeah, Lockport. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Look for my live streams from MetLife Stadium. I'll be popping in and out. Mikhailov, I hear you, Johnny. Hate is a strong word, but no matter the time of season, I hate losing. Right. We do. Amen. Jay, we all New York, baby. Yup, all New York, 100%. Minus the New York Islanders, and then we're all New York. Right. Jay, facts, let them know. Yup, Manav, I'm living in California. Okay. Yeah, let them know, Jay. That's what's up. That's what we do. Let them know. How can you sit back and be a fan and not talk? Oh, if I talk and then my team loses, then I got to eat it. Yeah, well, that's part of it, man. We're raised to talk. We talk smack to each other growing up, talk smack at the bus stop growing up, talk smack as adults as to our friends, the guys I grew up with I've known over 40 years that were fans of different teams, and we talk the smack, text messaging, media, all of that, man. It's fun. The people that take it personally and get fistfights over that stuff, listen, the team don't pay me to do all that, and they ain't bailing me out of jail, so I don't do that. I ain't fighting over the Jets. You don't want to go out and get in a fist fight over the Jets? No. most of the time, the Jets never showed any fight, so why should I fight for them? Fournier's in. I haven't think I've seen him all game. Randall missed a layup. Come on, Julius. 12 seconds and counting. 101.96 Boston, who now has the Rock at the top of the key. He missed the layup. Knicks get the board. Just throw it up quick. Throw it up. Nah, it's too late. End of the third quarter, man. End of the third quarter. 101.96 Celtics. 1 quarter to go, guys. 1 quarter to go. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that stuff. You're a fan. Be a fan, man. Get into it. Get into the game, man. Get into your team. Know your team. How many Bills bandwagon fans? Don't you hate bandwagon fans? Bandwagon fans are the worst. They walk around and they talk more crap than anybody, bandwagoners, and you know they're bandwagoners because they only talk highlights. They don't even watch the game. You can tell they're only talking highlights because they talk certain plays, certain times, certain happenings. They don't talk about the whole game. They don't know players from the past. They couldn't tell you Josh Allen's quarterback. Excuse me. They couldn't tell you the quarterback before Josh Allen, Tyrod Taylor. They couldn't tell you that. They couldn't tell you that because they don't know, but they're a diehard Bills fan. I don't like fans like that. It's not fans. In today's day, today's sports and the fantasy leagues and DraftKings and all these, betting leagues, all the betting leagues have made today's younger fans of players, not teams. Now, I went over a friend of mine. I'm not into fantasy. I don't do fantasy. I don't do any of that. I don't gamble. But that being said, when the fantasy started getting real and coming around, friends would probably go over a friend's mine house. I'm a Jet fan. He's a Dolphin fan. Went over traditionally. We watched the games together every year when I was living in Florida for a short time, and we watched these games every week. One week I go over to the house. He has his buddies over, same as normal. Dolphins-Jets game on this TV. Right next to that is another TV with Red Zone. Another TV, next to that was a computer with all the running scores. Then these guys separately had their own phones, tablets, laptops. I didn't know what was going on. What are you guys doing? Oh, we're doing fantasy, man. Aren't you into fantasy? I'm watching this player here, that player there, this one here. In this game here, I'm a Dolphin fan, but I need the Jets to do this today. I just don't need them to win, but I need this player. So they're going for players on the other team while they're going for their team, and then going for players on this team over there that's not a part of this game, and then finding out this player better do well. And then they're over here doing this. I'm like, you guys are going to have a stroke. I have a heart attack enough watching my own team play. I have a heart attack enough watching that. I don't need to get into fantasy. I will have a stroke on the spot. Hey, we be mad as F. Yep, when the Knicks lose, LOL. That's one thing about Knicks fans. Hell yeah, man. Why is Evan even in here? Shake my head. We should put McBride in the game. Agreed. Where's McBride been? We're running these all because Thibodeau runs. I don't totally dislike Tibbs. I just don't think he's a coach for today's game. But he is trying to switch things up. We can see that now. He's trying to switch some things up. But Fournier, he'll just keep running him because he's a veteran and he's supposed to be our three-point guy when we got him from the Celtics. Right now, Buffalo Times, will the Stros finish it tonight? I hope not. I'm a Yankee fan. I don't want the Astros to win. I'm not even a Phillies fan. I not that interested in the World Series. I'm a diehard baseball fan of Yankees. I just want the Phillies to win because the Yankees can't beat the Astros. I offer no excuses. Being a fan, Rose for the three. He missed. Damn, we needed that. We still have 96 points, man. They have 101. Celtics bringing the ball up the court right now. Quickly, good defense. Good steal, Toppin. Good steal. Obi with a big-time steal. Let's go, Knicks. Quickly. Come on, Quick. I like Quickly. We got a good group of young players, man. They need to really keep these guys together. Quickly with the nice, he missed a layup. Come on. Right after I complimented him, he misses a freaking layup. Buffalo Times. Will the Stros, I read that. Andy, I'm back, Johnny. All right, Andy, good to see you back in the basement, brother. Josiah, there is no New York team in the NFL. Yes, there is. The Buffalo Bills, Josiah. The Buffalo Bills are technically the only New York team. Yes, the Giants and Jets play 7 miles outside of Manhattan, and they can be considered New Jersey if you like. The NFL allows a 75-mile radius for you to acknowledge yourself with a certain city and team. And I think that's why the Jets and Giants still say New York, because they're within that 75-mile radius. If teams were held to the city they actually played in, the Dallas Cowboys would be the Arlington Cowboys. The Washington Commanders would be the Maryland Commanders. There's a lot of teams that don't play in their direct city. Personally, I just want the Jets to win. I don't care if they're New York, New Jersey. I don't care if they're Alaska, Antarctica. I just want them to win. I don't care what state they play in. But in answer to your question, Josiah, there is a New York team, and it's called the Buffalo Bills. They're technically the only New York team. Mikhailov, Valdez just racked up his 15. Wow. Framber Valdez is killing them again, right? That dude can pitch. Brunson coming in, driving that lane. Let's go, Jalen. Jalen's working kicks it out to Fournier, who probably is going to force a 3. And he does not. He passes it up to Hartenstein, who gets the bucket. 103-98. Dropped the bucket on him, too, man. Hartenstein's showing a little heart. He is. I'm not totally sold on the guy yet, but I got to say that he looks like he's giving his personal 110. But the fact that he's been on 3 or 4 teams in the last 3 or 4 years makes me wonder, what's this guy's deal? What's this guy's deal to be a young player and you're on multiple teams to start your career off? That makes me question a little bit what's going on. Buffalo Times. Josiah, what? There are 3. Yeah, you realize the Jets and Giants play 8 miles. Right, I just said all that. Right. That's close enough. Sorry, they couldn't fit a huge football stadium in a packed Manhattan. Right. I hear that a lot. Jersey Giants, Jersey Jets. I don't care where you are allowed a 75-mile radius. Now, it might be a little less than that. I'm just rounding it off. But it's true. Dallas Cowboys do not play in Dallas. They play in Arlington. Yes, they still play in the state of Texas. But the Washington Commanders don't play in Washington, D.C. They play in Maryland. Nobody complains about that. I'm just saying. But I hear that a lot. The funny one is the guys that are suing the Jets and Giants for false advertising. These guys claim, I'll get to this in a second. I'll wait to the commercial to tell you guys that. Toppin, come on, Obi. Oh, he missed the 3. Now the Celtics are starting to pull away. They're up by 6. They're up by 8 right now. 8:25 and counting. And a wide open 3, no defense, and he missed. Thankfully, he missed. Our defense is nowhere. They're double teaming everybody else, and they're leaving guys wide open. Kick it back out to Obi for the 3-pointer. Boom! Boom! 106-101, down by 5. Obi Toppin, what are we saying? These guys got to be game. Corner 3 missed by the Celtics, missed by Hauser, believe it or not. He's like 5 of 7 from threes up until that miss. Knicks are actually Brunson playing some deep onto the hoop. Oh. 108-101 Celtics. It just feels like at any moment, the Celtics are going to pull away from the Knicks, just pull flat out away, and then they don't. The Knicks are still hanging around. And what happens when teams allow other teams to hang around? The team hanging around usually finds a way to win. Let's see if the Knicks can do that. Let's see if they can do that. Buffalo Times, Josiah, what? I just read that. Okay, I'm just trying to find where I am here. Just read Buffalo Times one. And Andy, they should build Jets Giants Stadium in New York. Andy, you want me to get into the politics behind that? That has been attempted and tried. And just so you know, the Jets used to play with the New York Mets, and they shared Shea Stadium, which is no longer a stadium. It's now Citi Field. But the Jets owner, Wilpons and Nelson Doubleday, who owned the team back then too, they all got Leon Hess, who owned the Jets. They all got in some big bucks pissing match, I guess. And Leon Hess packed the Jets up and moved them in with the Giants in the Meadowlands, which was called the Meadowlands Giant Stadium. And that's happened in 1980. 84, 83, somewhere around there. Jay, he is trying. I'll give him that. Hartenstein, he's trying, bro. I'm just calling it as I see it. I'm not totally sold on the guy. Personally, I like that. I think he's given his 110%. I haven't seen enough of him to say he's not. But the dude is throwing his body around. He's diving for balls on the floor. He's jumping in there to try to block. He's slow, and his defense isn't that great. But it does look like, you know, it does look like he's freaking trying. So it's, you know, but there's a reason why he's been on multiple teams in his short, you know, career from a rookie to now. He's only been in the league like 3-4 years. And honestly, I think this is the Knicks are his third or his fourth team. There's a reason that you're bouncing around. And are we going to find that out as the season goes on? That's what I'm saying. They should be working in Jericho Sims a little bit more to see what we got with him. They don't play him enough. But when he does play, he kills it. Jay, I told you quickly sucked. You did. You did. Andy, the Jets, Giants still represent New York. Both Giants parades were in New York City. Yeah, they do still represent New York. Gardini, another cellar dweller accounted for. Gardini's in the basement. Hey, Johnny, how we doing? We got some bad news. Won't be at MetLife tomorrow. Got 2 pinched nerves in my neck. If anything changes, though, Jets, Jets. Oh, man, Gardini, all right. Man, I was hoping to meet you tomorrow. But like I said, guys, we're going to have a time that I will get up to Buffalo, or we can all meet at a Buffalo Sabres game, or I won't be able to make the Bills-Jets game in December. I really wanted to. I wish that game was in September, October. It would have been a lot easier, man. December is just, it's a family month. It's a holiday month. We've got a lot going on. I just can't. I don't have the time to get up there, man. I just don't. But I do want to hook up with the Dwellers, man. We got to go to a Sabres game. Sabres-Rangers, March 11th. Might happen. If it doesn't, I will come to a Sabres versus whoever. It doesn't necessarily have to be against the Rangers. So we'll maybe I'll come up when the Sabres like play the Islanders, you know, because I hate the Islanders, so it'll be even easier to go for the Sabres. All right, so now Boston hit another 3-pointer. They're up 111-103, 7 minutes exactly left in the game and counting. And Gardini, get better, man. How did you pinch your nerves in your neck? What'd you do? Andy, the Bills don't play in their direct city either. They play in Orchard Park. It's still Buffalo. Jay, I feel it. Gardini, the Giants used to play in the Bombers' old house. Used to play in the Bombers' old house. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. Corner 3, wide open. Here we go, guys. Knicks sloppy, poor defense. The Celtics on almost every possession, has one guy wide open, whether it's at the top of the key or a corner 3, wide open. And so wide open, they can do this. So wide open, they can stand there. Look at the shot. Do I want this angle? Nah. Maybe I'll try this angle. This is how much time they have. And they sit there. Bang. Before our team even know what's going on. Seems like nobody on the Knicks knows what's going on. Down by 9 points right now, 6:20 left in the game. Toppin for 3. He missed. This is what I mean when we don't have 3-point shooters. Now it's coming down to a 3-point game. And I don't mean 3-point difference. I mean 3-pointers. It's coming down to 3-pointers now, guys. And this is where the Knicks' lack of an alpha, lack of a big man comes into play. Celtics are killing them on threes. The Knicks are trying, but they're missing more than they're making. And this is where the score keeps getting bigger. Jay, we slipping, but we're trying. Yeah, we are, dude. I mean, we are. Listen, it's the same thing like my Jets playing the Bills tomorrow. I know the Jets aren't the better team. The Bills are. This game, we know the Knicks are not the better team. The Celtics are. We know this. But because the Jets are a better team now and the Knicks are a better team, we want to start seeing some wins over these teams. Give us one here and there. Show us you're a competitive team now. Beat a Celtics team. Yeah, they beat a Sixers team without Harden and Embiid. You guys know what I'm saying. Think about our wins. RJ, I mean, we're still in this, guys. We're still in it. 116, 107. RJ's killing it tonight. Killing it. I think he's up to 28 points now. He might have more than that. I might have missed a couple. Don't leave yet, Jay. I hear you, brother. Randall with the board coming back our way. Andy, I would love to fly to New York City to see the Ducks versus the Rangers. That's an idea. Hartenstein coming through. Randall missed. Hartenstein came up, put it back up. 116, 109. We're down by 7 points. 5:18 and counting. That would be expensive, though. Yeah, Andy, anything New York City is expensive. The only state more expensive, I think, is California. Jason Tatum, wide open for a three. And he missed. He missed. Why do I have to keep saying wide open for a three? I got to start. I should have a sign that I should just hold it. Wide open for three. No defense. We can't hit threes. I've been saying this whole game. Jay, yeah, they're busting our head. This is where I turn off the game. If I was by myself watching the game and I wasn't live streaming, I might have turned it off. I might have. I hear you, but I just don't. There's times I want to turn off a game. I just don't. Just hang in there, man. There's 5 even left and counting. We're down by 7 points. We have the ball. Barrett right now. Into Hartenstein to Randall. And one. Drove the lane and one. So now it's 116, 111, and Randall's got a foul shot to go. Hartenstein got right in there, passed it right off to Randall, who shot the lane. Easy bucket. Easy bucket. Gardini, Johnny, go to Phillies game looking to shape to a classic ending or game 7 push after the game's over. Gardini, what's the score of the Phillies game right now? What's the score? I don't even know the score. I didn't check. Oh, no, I'm not going to live stream the Phillies game, Gardini. I'm not doing it. I'm not live. That you asking me to do? I'm not live streaming that game. I'm not into it. I'm not into the Phillies and Astros. I'm not into it, man. Sorry, brother. I'm just not into it. I want the Phillies to win, but I'm not into it. Jason Tatum wide open for a three, and he hits it. It's just unbelievable. Every time we get close to getting a lead in this game, the Celtics remind us what we don't have. But they hit 3. Oh, you guys getting close? The Celtics just tied their franchise record. That was their 25th three-pointer of this game. 25 three-pointers tonight. Let me double-check that and make sure that that's what I just saw. Just bear with me here. I'm going to back up the screen a little bit. I want to make sure I read that right. Making quite a statement here. All right, there it is. Okay, Boston Celtics, 25th three-point ties their franchise record. They have hit 25 three-pointers tonight. 25. So actually, when you put that into perspective, the Knicks are still only down by 5. And we haven't hit that many threes. They've hit 25 three-pointers tonight, and we're only down by 5. Hartenstein has 14 boards tonight. That's pretty freaking impressive. Jay, we out this game. Gardini, Bryce Harper might be having one of the best postseasons of all time. Yeah, I know he's killing it. I've been seeing the highlights. Big task and one Randall. Hell yeah, Randall's doing it. 0-0, top of the 5th. Gardini. Okay, thank you for the update, brother. Jay, I told you we out this. Oh, man, come on. It's 5 points, Jay. It's 5 points. It's 4 minutes left. Come on, we still in it? You saying we out this or we got this? We got this? Is that what you're saying? Because I think you had a typo. It says we out this. I think you meant we got this. We should. Well, I wouldn't say we should. We're down by 7 now, 3:56 and counting. Brunson's right now at the three-point line. Dumped it to Barrett. Something happened. Come on, Randall. Dumb things. Dumb things. The Knicks do dumb things. They just turn the ball, or Randall is hitting smart, or he was in the key too long. Tatum, wide open three, and hits it. Coming in 4 points, man. Then you give it up three after three after three. They can shoot threes better than us, but we're giving it to them. We're not even defending them. We're not even D'ing them. Play some defense, man. Don't give them it. They gave them a three. I mean, they're giving it to them. These guys can hit threes anyway. Why are you making it easier for them, Knicks? You're supposed to be a defensive team. We're supposed to be a defensive team. How do they have wide open three all freaking game? There's somebody wide open. So they've had 26 three-pointers tonight. 3 minutes left. We're down by 10. Now I'm starting to lose a little faith. And the Celtics go for another three and hit it. Guys, that should do it. That should wrap that up. Gardini, 7-point game, 4 minutes. It's a 10-point game with 2:55. Is that doable? Yes, but Gardini, if you haven't been watching the game, the Celtics have hit 26 three-pointers in this game. It's their new franchise record. The Knicks, every time they come close, they don't have the three-point shooters to keep up. They don't have it. And they're leaving guys wide open, Gardini. There's guys corner three wide open, top of the key wide open, corner three on the other side, wide open the whole game. So we're pissed because our defense, which we're supposed to be a defensive team, isn't playing defense. They're leaving somebody wide open as if the Celtics are playing with 5 guys and the Knicks are playing with 4. That's what being a fan's all about, getting pissed off at your team and calling out the BS when you have to call it out. That's how I've been a fan my whole life, and that's how I'll be the day I die. I don't sit back and going to be like, oh, you know, we have the right amount. I know they can come back. I know they can come back. I'm still going to get pissed until I see it. I'm going to get angry at mistakes. I'm going to get angry at dumb plays and not paying attention and not being aware. I'm going to get pissed every single freaking time, whether it's the Knicks, the Jets, the Rangers, the Yankees. You make dumb mistakes, I'm going to be all over it. I'm not going to sit back and be like, well, they can still win the game. I'm going to be angry and say they can still win the game. That's how I do it as a fan. That's how I've been doing it over 4 decades. I will always get angry at my team. I'll be happy for them when it's time to be happy. I'll be angry when it's time to be angry. Not playing defense the whole game and giving up 26 three-pointers is definitely worthwhile getting angry about. Mikhailov, there you go. Gardini, really passionate about Gardini. I'm really passionate about all of my teams. Every single freaking one of them. I'm passionate about them all. I'm a passionate guy when it comes to that stuff. I cannot keep my emotions in check when my team is playing like crap. I can't. I know you've been with me for a lot of live streams. You've seen this out of me before. You should be used to it by now. It's not even being negative. I'm being real. It's being real. I'm a Jet fan over 4 decades. If you ain't negative and you say you're a Jet fan, you're not a Jet fan. Any Jet fans that says they are a positive Jet fan is not a Jet fan. Being a Jet fan for 4 decades is all about negativity. But it's being realistic. These guys are not defending the court. That's realistic. Can they come back? Hell yeah, they can come back. And I'll be happy as hell if they do it. I'm sorry, Johnny, about your Knicks. The Knicks are not competitive. Why, Johnny? They are competitive. They're more competitive. Dude, if this game was last year or the year before, they'd be down by 30 right now, and all of us wouldn't even be watching it. They've gotten more competitive, Manav. Brunson up for 2 and hits it. 124, 116, 245 left and counting. Let's play some defense. There's an idea. It's the NBA threes are more common than layups, right? You're not going to beat threes with 2s. And that's the problem, Gadini. The Knicks are behind the times. They don't have steady three-point shooting. So when push came to shove in this game, there's Tatum just walked right up for a layup. When push came to shove and the Knicks were within one, were within two, took the lead by one, fell behind by two, the Celtics said, you know what? Enough of this. Let's start shooting threes because the Knicks won't be able to keep up with us shooting threes. And there you go. 14-point lead, 15-point lead because they couldn't keep up. Now they're up by 10 with 2 minutes left. That's what I'm talking. Big task. Very well said. The Knicks are leaving teams wide open at the three-point line. Amen. And that's why I'm pissed. Big task. Jay, we lost this because we put Evan in the game. Yeah, Fournier shouldn't even be anywhere near this game. Amen. I'm not mad at you, Gadini. Gadini, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you don't turn the game off. You watch till the clock hits. I know what you're saying, brother. I know what you're saying. I'm not even mad at you. I'm passionate, man, about my teams. You always want to take the TV and throw it out the freaking window watching these games, but you're not going to do it. Say, I'm going to turn this freaking game off. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to watch it right to the end. The Knicks are competitive, Manav. They're just missing a couple of pieces, man. They're missing a couple of pieces and maybe need a different coach. Maybe. I don't hate Tibbs. I want to see him start switching up, and I think he's going to have to, or he may find himself out of the league. The Knicks are still not a part of today's NBA threes. They're not a part of it. They don't have a steady killer instinct guy. They don't have it. Bruin, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bruin's in the basement. Oh, what happened? Nothing happened, Bruin. What happened? The Knicks aren't playing defense, and they're leaving guys wide open. The Celtics have a new record tonight. I think it's 26 three-pointers. They might have hit another one. It might be 27 for all I know at this point. But that's what's going on, Bruin. So I was just being passionate, man. That wasn't directed at anybody. Nothing happened, Bruin. Nothing happened. Whew. So how's everybody doing? 128, 116, a minute 45 left in the game. I think that's 12-point lead. It's going to be a little tough. Cam Reddish driving a lane and misses the layup. Missed the layup. Gardini, sports is the best heart attack and the most passion-driven thing in the world. New York sports, stand up. Hell yeah. That's what it's about, man. New York diehards. We're born and raised to be passionate about our teams, born and raised to talk smack, born and raised to praise, born and raised to boo, born and raised to call out players when they ain't trying, and praise the ones that do. That's just the way we are. And we'll turn on you quick. Like I said, if Zach Wilson comes out and is a dud tomorrow, if he's a dud, he's going to get booed hardcore at that stadium. He's going to hear it. And it won't be the first time he's heard it. It won't be the first time. The Jet fans booed him last year when he threw 4 picks against the Patriots at home when the Patriots had 551 yards and 5 touchdowns. It might have been 7. But anyway, he threw 4 picks in that game. And he got booed. He couldn't believe it because all the Jet fans and everybody was hyping him up being the 2nd overall pick. And his first real home game, and it's really bad, and he got booed. He couldn't believe it. It's like, yo, dude, Mariano Rivera got booed in New York once before. He did. True story. If Mariano Rivera can get booed, anybody's open game. I'm not even saying it was right. I'm just saying. Zach Wilson shouldn't say anything about getting booed. If Mariano Rivera gets to get booed in New York, as disgusting and blasphemous as that is, it's a true story. Zach can say nothing. Yeah, Bruin, did you just come in? I didn't see you come in either. Mikhailov just said the same thing. I don't think I saw you come in. If you were in here. And again, tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be at the Jet game. I will live stream. I'll pop in from time to time. I'm not going to kill my whole battery and live stream the whole game. but I will be popping in from the game regardless of the score. So look out for my bell, for the bell notice for me. I will be popping in, guys. Definitely be popping in. Too bad you can't go to the game, Gardini. Too bad you can't go, man. I would like to have met you there. Anyway, we'll all catch up. We'll catch up. I go to a ton of games anyway. We'll all catch up. Down by freaking 14 points, man. Wow, Jaylen Brown missed a layup. Randall coming down. Barrett. This game's over, guys. Under a minute now. 130. It's 12 points. 130 to 118. Game's a wrap. My next live stream, guys, will be the New York Rangers on Tuesday playing who? The New York Islanders. My next Knicks one is Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be at the Jets game. Monday, the Rangers play tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to do it because I won't be here. So Tuesday, November 8th, Rangers Islanders, 7 o'clock, right here in the basement. I will be back here for that one, guys. And the Knicks play the Nets Wednesday, the following day. The Knicks play the Nets Wednesday at 7:30. I will be doing that as well. So we got the Rangers Islanders on Tuesday at 7. I'll put all this on the community post anyway. And then Wednesday we're doing Knicks Nets. So that's the schedule, the beginning part of the schedule this week. My next live stream will be Tuesday. I am going to upload videos. The game's over. It's 133 to 118. Celtics, the difference in this game was what? The three-pointer. Leaving guys wide open, three-pointer. Leaving guys wide open, three-pointer. That's the game. That's the game summary. Boston, we get close. Boston says, hey, we're going to shoot threes because the Knicks can't keep up. That's really it. And we leave. They can shoot threes, and we just leave them wide open to make it even easier for them. And that's what the Knicks did tonight. That's what we did. And the Knicks they played. And then they just didn't play. And then it wasn't a full balanced game. That's what I'm looking for. That's the term, balanced. Just shows we're just missing that player. This just exposes where we're at, guys. Who have we beaten this year? We have 4 wins. We're 4-5. Who have we beaten? The Magic, Hornets, Pistons. Pistons are 2-8. And the Sixers, minus Harden, minus Embiid. That's our wins. What impressive win is in there? None. We're exposed by the Grizzlies, Cavaliers, Celtics tonight, and the Bucks. Now, we're not getting killed in these games. Shows we've stepped up, but it also exposes what we don't have, the killer instinct. A player with a killer instinct, what we're missing. Let me just read over a couple of these, and then I'm out. Andy, it's been a great day, Johnny. My dogs won, and Alabama's losing right now. Oh, it's always a great day when Alabama's losing. I'll give you that. Bruin, have a good night, guys. All right, Bruin. Hey, guys, look for my upload. I'm going to do an upload review of the Jets-Bills regardless of the score or if the Jets get murdered or whatever else. I'm going to review the game when I get home from the game tomorrow. All right, so look for that review. Look for my next live stream Tuesday, Rangers Islanders, 7 o'clock. Thank you all for supporting this channel. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Please keep the basement rolling. We ain't going anywhere. It is basement balling, man. Please subscribe, bell notice, like button. I'm Johnny Basement. Thank you for enjoying this game with me. It wasn't totally enjoyable, but until Tuesday, next live stream. Have a good night, guys. Be safe. Do not drink and drive. Good night.